Good morning. It's Al Robinson at First Trust Mortgage. It is January 27th, and today's topic is around FHA again. And I think what's happening is the more guidelines keep coming out, and lenders are getting confused and are not taking the time to look up the guidelines. We actually helped a family this week with guidelines and also saw a train wreck happen because of guidelines. We weren't able to help them because they didn't fit, but at least we were able to tell them that they didn't fit fast versus later. And the good news was around the family that had been divorced 7 months ago. And what happened was they applied for an FHA loan at a bank, and the lender had told them they don't qualify for an FHA loan because they have not been receiving the child support and alimony for 12 months or more. And I don't think they know their guidelines, because what happens is that when it's court mandated child support and alimony, you only have to be receiving it for 3 months. So the lender blew a loan, didn't help a family they could have just by not knowing their guideline. They got confused, obviously, because if the child support and alimony is not court mandated, then it's 12 months. So they either didn't ask the follow-up question or they didn't understand the guidelines. The other case had nothing to do with child support or alimony, but it was around FHA and using rental income. And what that was about was that the family was leaving their current primary residence. They weren't going to sell it, they were going to rent it, and they needed to use the rental income. And the lender said, yes, no problem, we'll take 75% of the rent, et cetera, et cetera. The problem was they didn't finish asking the questions, and turned out the family was only moving down the block. And FHA has a rule where you got to be moving 100 miles or more from your current primary residence, and they were just moving down the block. The other part that they forgot to think about was the equity. You actually have to have 25% equity or more in the property that you're leaving. So not only weren't they moving 100 miles away, they did not have the proper equity in the property because they virtually owed what they bought it for. So again, back to knowing your guidelines. Helping families or avoiding train wrecks is obviously up to an experienced loan officer. If I could help in any way, Al Robinson, First Trust Mortgage, 954-415-6133, or you could always go to my website at borrowsmart.biz, B-I-Z. Have a great day.